Hey guys, Stephen Tong here. I'm one of the ViPR national trainers and a personal trainer myself. I use the ViPR quite a lot for stretching, and I also use it with my clients quite a lot for stretching. It's a tool that's mainly used for strength, but I'd love to see it being used more for mobility and for stretch. So what I want to do in this short video is just run through some really cool exercises which hopefully you can use with your clients as well that can help with that stretching element. And in particular in this video I want to focus on that posterior chain, so working down the back here. Okay, so I'm really going to look into today working through the plantar fascia, then just that little bit higher up and into the calf, into the hamstring, coming right through into that lower back area. All those areas can tend to get just a little bit gunky, so we're going to try and free those up a little bit with some cool stretches. One thing I want you to consider is 3 dimensions. So the ViPR works great with 3-dimensional exercises, and we're going to apply that to our stretches. So we're going to try and consider the way the muscles wrap around those bones. We want to try and hit that anterior posterior kind of sagittal plane. We want to try and work that adduction and abduction frontal plane effect. And we also want to consider rotation, because those muscles wrap around the bones. Okay, that rotation both internally and externally can start to affect that as well. So we want to try and get some little tweaks into our program that's going to help to stretch those muscles in all 3 dimensions. Hopefully you'll feel a real cool effect from this as well.
So we're working into that plantar fascia, using the ViPR for some self-myofascial release, and just working through the inside and the outside of the foot. Moving on to the calf area, we're just getting that little bit of a pre-stretch by creating extra dorsiflexion using a secondary ViPR, and then just getting that forward bend motion, keeping a fairly straight knee so we get a really nice stretch through that calf area. A little bit of rotation through the foot, both internally and externally, helps you to hit all those medial and lateral fibers as well. A little bit of a reach across, just to create some inversion and eversion through the ankle, and then really hit the fibers in the frontal plane. So to target the hamstrings a little bit more, you can see that I've just taken a forward step with my right foot to give that a little bit more of a pre-stretch and target the hamstrings on the right leg. So we're just reaching across in that frontal plane to try and create some adduction abduction at the hip, just to help hit those frontal plane fibers of the hamstring. And then you can see just a little tweak, we're just going to reach around and then really help to hit those transverse plane hamstring fibers. And finally for the lower back, taking a nice narrow stance so that in the frontal plane we're just working through those lower back muscles a little bit more and a little less hip. And then with the right foot forward, we're rotating right, just so we've got that little bit of a pre-stretch again.